So it has been a year since I actually started the business side of this new business that I have with online course creation and coaching, this YouTube channel being a little bit more monetized and so on and so forth. I was doing some reflecting in the last few months and I put together my top 5 lessons that I learned in my first year of business. And I wanted to share them with you today in case you're in your first year of business or in case you're looking at me and my business, because I've gotten a lot of messages like this in the last few weeks about how I'm killing it and how it's going so well. I wanted to give you a little bit of a glimpse behind the scenes and the lessons that I've learned and the things that I've gone through in my business in the last year. So I mentioned this in a past video, but the first lesson that I really had to learn is that you don't have to grow super fast to be successful. Now, in 2021, the day of everybody being an online business owner and everybody just having this crazy extreme growth, or so it seems, you are going to feel a lot of pressure to be super successful right out of the gate. And I felt that pressure for sure, especially coming into a niche like online coaching. There are a lot of coaches who come into this space and they totally kill it their first year as an online coach. So I definitely felt that pressure. And I'm not gonna lie, I've had an incredibly successful year, but I've definitely put a lot of pressure on myself to hit certain goals that I don't necessarily have to hit in my first year, especially with the circumstances of moving and having 2 young kids. I put a lot of pressure on myself. So if you are sitting here and you're thinking that your growth is not as fast as someone that you're seeing on social media, number one, know that you are seeing a glimpse of somebody's journey on social media. Number 2, know that you are not in the same place as them more than likely in your life versus their life. And number 3, know that they honestly might not be telling the truth. I mean, nobody talks about that, but like, who's to say that like somebody who claims to be making $10,000, $20,000 a month is actually telling the truth? On top of that, you don't know how much money they're actually spending behind the scenes. So you might be really focused on growing a business and making $5,000, $10,000 a month and keeping your expenses really low so your profits can be really high. That person might not have the same business plan or focus, you know? So there's a lot that goes into it. So I guess just don't take what people are sharing on social media at face value. The second thing I learned is that you are not going to be perfect at everything that you do. This one was a really hard one for me because I like to do everything myself and I like to be in control of everything that I do in my business. And that was really hard for me. And coming into a new space of coming from planner stickers to being a business coach, it was hard because there's a lot of new things involved. There's a lot of new uncomfortable situations that I was in, and it was hard for me to not be perfect at everything. And it was hard for me to accept that some things are just going to take me longer to do because I'm not used to doing them. So again, this one goes back to giving yourself grace and accepting where you are right now and not putting yourself on this pedestal that you're not on. Going on from that, my third biggest lesson is that new levels in your business always come with new mindset shifts, new insecurities, and new mental battles. Your mind is going to play the biggest role in your business, no matter what kind of business you're running. But whenever you reach a new level in your business, you are going to have to fight with that inner critic in your head to not only make the mental shifts that you need to make like inside your head to be able to show up in a certain way, but to also show up in a different way for your audience. There's always going to be new battles, and really taking the time to continuously work on your mindset is probably the best investment of time that you can make as an online business owner. My fourth biggest lesson, which might be the same, similar, is that your insecurities are always going to be your biggest battle. But something that I've learned in the past year, and something that I actually saw on TikTok or in a reel or something like that, is that there is somebody out there who is running your dream business and who is living your dream life and doing what you want to be doing day in and day out with half of your talent. Half of your talent. And they are absolutely killing it. You're looking at them and you're thinking, wow, That is who I aspire to be. But the fact of the matter is, you have everything you need inside you right now. You have everything you need inside you right now. And the biggest roadblock standing in your way is honestly you. The fifth lesson that I learned is that there is never a perfect time to start a business. There's always going to be something that comes up. There's always going to be an excuse that you can make for now is not the right time to do this. But just know there is never going to be a perfect time. And the point isn't to find a perfect time, right? The point isn't to wait for a perfect time and then just to like go all in, because why would you do that when you can start right now and you could be taking that messy action day in, day out, week in, week out, and you could be 10 times further when that perfect time finally arises. So there's never going to be a perfect time. So if you are sitting on an idea, I want you to stop this video and I want you to just go write it all down and take messy action. Stop waiting. There's never a perfect time. The perfect time is actually right now. My bonus lesson that I learned in my first year of business is that honestly, you could do fucking anything that you put your mind to. There have been so many times throughout the last year where I have been sitting at my desk doing something new, because like I said, this was a totally new niche for me. Sitting at my desk thinking, I don't know how to do this. Like, what am I doing? Who do I think I am? I can't do this niche. I can't be an online coach. I've never done this before. People are going to think that I'm a fraud. People are going to think that I don't know what I'm talking about. But guess what? The only thing, and I think that's the theme of this video, the only thing that is standing in my way is my insecurity and is my self-doubt. And once you push past that, you can do anything that you put your mind to, I swear, except maybe fly, but maybe you can invent something to fly. Who knows? So I guess if you take anything from this video, just know that you can fucking do anything, okay? If you're sitting on an idea, I want you to stop and I want you to take action. I started this business, I started this YouTube channel when I was very heavily pregnant in the middle of COVID, and I took messy action every single day for the last year, messy action on my business. And yes, there was times when I was inactive, when I was paralyzed by self-doubt that I took no action at all, but I still am a hell of a lot further today than I was a month ago, than I was last year. And I wouldn't be here today without messy action and without trusting myself. I hope this video was helpful. If you are struggling with your planner shop and you don't know what direction to go in to finally spur it forward, I do invite you to my free training. I always have it linked in the description box down below. It'll give you some actionable advice on how you can take your planner shop to the next level and get out of that rut that you're finding yourself in. But until next time, I will see you then. I don't know if that was a good outro, but you know, we're going with it. Messy action, guys. Okay.